this is Irina Blount from La La Land Craft. Today is day 8 of our Christmas tutorials Advent event. I'm starting our YouTube channel with the days 1 through 12, and then our design team is going to join in on the event on our blog for the following 12 days. We are giving away three $50 gift certificate, and that's not 15, it's $50. Just making sure that you know, to our online store. And to enter into the giveaway, all you need to do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment on the videos on YouTube channel, and then comment on the blog posts when our design team joins in. If you're not sure where to find our blog, just go to lalalandcrafts.com and click on the blog from there. Also, we have a 20% off during the event. The coupon code is Advent 2022, and the code is valid through December 25th. Today we are making this card, and again the card with the ostrich, and again it is a shaker card using one of our new dies, the Ornament die. And this card is kind of like a companion card to the one that we from yesterday's tutorial. If you missed this card, this was the card from day 7, so you can go and check that out. And this is one we are making today. I can't wait to show you how to make it. I have my layers already cut. I have some of the die cutting done, but we'll do some die cutting together again because I want to show you how to do it. First, we have the Christmas ornament. This is from the large Christmas ornament die, one of our newer dies. Yesterday, when we die cut the frame for this card, this was for day 7, we had this piece left that came out of the frame, and I told you all to save it for today. With the same die, with the smaller die from this set, this one right here, I die cut 8 red layers and also 1 layer from pattern paper. All of the papers that I'm using on this card are from Very Mere paper pack, and this is the paper that I use for the Christmas ornament. And we're gonna jump right into die cutting. We're gonna use the gold layer and the red layers, and also this die from the center of this ornament. I'm going to start with one of my red layers, and I'm going to position this decorative piece in the center and center it as much as you can, and I'm going to use removable tape to hold it in place. Once I have one die cut, I'll remove all of these pieces that are cut out, and then use this as a template to line up on all of the next 8 layers of my shape. And also the last one I'm going to do is the gold cardstock. So just like we did on other tutorials or yesterday when we did the squares, I'm just going to inset this into the die cut and line up the next piece and run it through. Once I die cut the gold, I'm going to save this smallest oval that came out of it, and all of the other pieces can be discarded. Now that all of these are die cut, we can start assembling our shaker. So first thing, we're going to cut just on the outside of the design inside of the ornament to create the opening for our shaker. You don't have to be too precise because it's not going to show. And we're going to do the same on all of the 8 of these red layers. Next, we're going to glue all of these shapes on top of each other to create our spacer. Now that all of these are glued together for our spacer, I have an acetate that I also die cut with the same shape, with the same size from the Christmas ornament die. I had a question yesterday on the yesterday's video how I die cut the acetate, because it can be kind of hard to die cut it depending on what kind of machine I have. On the crossover, I just made the spacing tighter and I had to die cut it about 3-4, you can run it 5 times to make sure it die cuts. If your die cutting machine doesn't cut through the acetate, it also depends on the thickness of the acetate you're using. The one I have is 10 millimeters. 7 millimeters would probably cut easier, but if you can't make it work, you can always use the shape that you need to create the acetate from and just cut around with scissors. So that would be the option as well. Now with the acetate, we're going to glue it behind our gold layer. And once we have the acetate in, we can glue this onto our spacer. Next we have our shape that I die cut from the paper pack, and we are going to assemble our shaker. So I'm going to use sequins here, the red and gold ones, and again I'm going to position them right in the center, kind of make a pile there. Maybe this is too much for this. Now I'm going to make the pile in the center and add glue on the back of our spacer and sit it down just like that. Look at this. Isn't it cool how we can see the shaker through all of these spaces in the Christmas ornament? And then I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add this oval in the center. Just kind of goes with the design. To me it looks better. How cute. And now let's add the topper and the bow. And these are again from the same Christmas ornament die, and I'm using the smaller topper and the smaller bow on this ornament. And just wanted to compare with the size of the ornament we created on the card yesterday, and this is the smaller one. But look how fun. Again, you can use this as an element in your scrapbook pages, on your make it as a tag actually to attach to the gift. Such a fun shaker. I just love it. Now we are ready actually to start assembling our card. For the card base, I have layer of white cardstock measuring 9.5 by 6 5/8, and I scored it in 3 3/4, scored it in half. Then I have 2 layers of red cardstock, 6 1/4 by 4 3/8. Going to take one of this. Next, my gold cardstock, 2 of this, 6 by 4 1/8. I'm gonna grab one of this. Then for the front of the card, I have paper from the same paper pack, and this is this design right here. And this one is 5 7/8 by 4. And I have the same measurement for the white cardstock, and that's going to be on the inside. Then from the card that we were creating yesterday, we had 4 of these squares left over from when we were die cutting our window. And the paper we were using is from the same paper pack, Very Merry, and this is the design. And I die cut 2 more squares to go with this card, and I used the same square. This was the second smallest from the double stitched squares die. First, we're going to attach the 3 layers, the snowflakes, gold and red together. Then we're going to arrange our 6 stitched squares, just line them up so they have even spacing, and we're going to glue them onto the blue layer. So I like starting with the ones on the outside and then positioning the one in the center. Isn't cute card front? You can do so many things with it. I just thought it was nice to be able to use some of the leftover die cuts. Next I have the lantern, and this was die cut with one of our newer dies, street lamp, and I used the one facing this way. I'm going to use scrap of the gold paper to glue behind it to see like the light is shining through. And we're going to position it right to the outside of our top right corner of the right square. Now we can go ahead and glue our ornament shaker right on top here. Cute. Okay. I'm getting so amused by this card. From our scalloped stitch sentiment labels, I die cut this label right here, this one, and also the skinniest one of the long ones. And I already stamped my sentiments, and the sentiments, both of the sentiments are from the Deck the Holes clear stamp set. So this one, the December 25th, was actually designed to go vertically on this flag labels from the set, and I just love how it looks, and this is the first time I'm using it. The only red ink I had available is the Distress Oxide and Candied Apple, so I used that. If you have archival ink or any other brighter ink, because the oxide inks or distress inks are not specifically designed for stamping, but I don't mind this kind of distress look on this layer. And then I stamped the sentiment, and I couldn't decide which one to use, and I tried it in red, and I think I like it in black better. And I think I'm going to use Happy Holidays right here on the bottom, and I used archival ink in jet black to stamp that sentiment. I'm going to glue my label on the top left square right here. I just love this little flag with December 25th, and my sentiment, the Happy Holidays that I chose, I think I'm going to pop it. And now my ostrich friend, and he is from the same set. He is the second stamp from the Deck the Holes clear stamp set, the one holding the ornament wreath here. I just adore this. I think this is why both of these cards just make me smile while I'm creating them, because of these cute ostriches. You can't help but smile. And also this clear stamp set comes with well, it doesn't come with it, but we have the outlines die available, and it comes with the dies for the main characters, for the ostriches, and also for all of the elements here. And again, just like we did yesterday, I'm going to add foam on the parts that are not on the top of the ornament. Cute. And now I'm going to add foam on the back behind this layer, and we can go ahead and attach it to the card front. For the inside of my card, I'm going to use our white, gold, and red cardstock and glue them together. And again, before gluing the white layer on, I'm going to give it 1/8 of an inch embossing frame. The last thing I have for my embellishments is the opposite lamp from the street lamp die, and we're going to attach it to the top of our embossed lines here. And And that completes our card for today, for our day 8. I love how this card turned out. It's definitely like a companion card to the one we designed yesterday. I don't know which one I like better. I think I love them equally, if that's possible, but I do love how this one turned out today. And I can't wait to see what you all do with this design. If you are making this card, please make sure to share on our Facebook, in our groups. And if you're posting on Instagram, make sure to tag La La Land Crafts. Make sure that you comment on this video and on the videos from the previous days. If you have not watched them yet, just click on the link in the video description. It's the link to the playlist. So once you go there, it will list all of them, all of the videos in the order, and you can just follow that. And when you comment on the videos and on the blog posts from our design team starting with December 13th, you will be entered into the giveaway for one of 3 $50 gift certificates to our online store. And also don't forget that we have a sale, 20% off on all of our products in our online store at lalalandcrafts.com. Your coupon code is Advent22. And remember, as I mentioned before, you don't have to wait to place an order just to make sure that the products don't go out of stock. You can place your orders and just leave us a note to hold them until you are ready for all of them to be shipped together. And then we'll combine the orders and we'll adjust your shipping charges. And this is all for me for today. Tomorrow, I just want to let you know that for those of you who are joining me via Premiere on YouTube, tomorrow's video will be at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's not going to be in the evening. We actually have some event to go to. So I'm going to make sure that the video is earlier tomorrow at 2 p.m. And I'll see you then. I'll see you tomorrow for day 9. And I can't wait to show you what I have for you. And this is all for now. Bye. Much love.